Hello and welcome. So I'm going to have a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Wednesday the 4th of December 2024, and it's been set by Breadman. So I was hoping for something a little bit easy today after a struggle on Monday's Looper puzzle, and then Tuesday was Izetti, and they hadn't felt easy. And then I see Breadman's name and I was like, ooh, okay. And Breadman's the setter who almost always includes a pangram or a near pangram, which is where you use all the letters of the alphabet. Now, in principle, that's not a bad thing. The trouble is, once you start having to shove in words that have got X's, Y's, Z's, and Q's and J's, is you have to find more obscure words, which does make it less amenable. Now, just looking back through my records, my average for Breadman puzzles this year is about 25 minutes, just under 25 minutes, and the last four have been, I think it was 31-minute average, and I quit one of those at 22. So this, I don't know. Let's just, I'm going to have to man up. I'm going to have to man up and dig in and see where I get to. So I'm going to just reset the timer and crack on. Flat bottom boat, not so heavy. I think that's a lighter. I think it's a double def. Anaesthetic in patella, kernel recalled. Local now. Okay, local. Oh, locale. Exotic mineral found by steadfast traveller out of this world. Exotic mineral found by steadfast traveller out of this world. Okay, I think that's a Kentish chap. Grabs minute portion, minute. Something M. Kentish sour, so Kentish chap. Portion, slice. Okay, ration. German, agreed, is ja. To track port and Spanish wine. Ja. Rio is the port. Ja and Rioja for Spanish wine. Composer and Charlie enter vehicle. Okay. Golly. Charlie being C, I assume. Vehicle, 5-letter vehicles. Individual keeps tree burning. Keeps tree burning. Individual keeps tree burning. On fire. On. Yeah, on would work. Not on. On something. On fire. Yeah, on fire. On fur. Yeah, okay. One fur. Heather in charge during long period. Erica. Okay. Era with an IC in it. Disregard false leg caught in fishing gear. Disregard, ignore, false leg caught in fishing gear. Fishing gear could be net, reel, false leg might be an anagram. Caught is C maybe, caught in could be disregard, okay. African landmark, old monarch declines. Is that just anagram? Old, that's too long for old monarch. Monarch declines. African landmark, I think that's possibly it. Maybe it's the name of an African, particular country person, countryman, countrywoman. Okay, rugby star, missing half year, out of practice. Golly, there's a lot going on in that clue for 5 letters. Rusty is always out of practice, and rugby union, star, ST, and year. Yep. Slippery creature among salespeople lying about earring. Lying about earring. Slippery creature feels like eel. Salespeople are reps, so we've got real reps. Agents, salespeople. Slippery creature, snake, asp, earring. I'm not sure what an earring is. If there's a, so we'll come back to that. Okay, that's not gone terribly. 4 or 5, 6. The golf course with large signs in US. Assuming this is lighter, of course. Golf course. Because normally golf would be G. Course with large signs in US. Ooh. I don't think it's the name of a golf course. I can't think of one that begins with an L off the top of my head. Attending pastry chefs regularly, failing to cope. Attending pastry chefs regularly. So chefs regularly looks like it would be CES there. Pastry. Don't know if we need to put the regularly failing to cope. Attending. Is it lighter, that first clue? Coming back, I mean, basically lighter, a flat bottom boat, but I don't know flat bottom boat. There's a boat called a lighter, and I think it might be flat bottomed and not so heavy, it would be lighter, so that's my thinking. Coming back, a comb, back of mullet, that's my T, with simplicity. Tease? If you comb, do you tease? Not sure about that. I'm going to take that out, and that out actually, but I think, I don't know, comb, tease, rake. There's probably something different goes in there. TV's accessory. Key test. Probing centre of screen. So EMOT. Yeah, okay. In there. Former Republican working afterwards. On. Former Republican. Former. Later on. Afterwards. Former is late. Republican. Yeah, okay. Simple wordplay. We've got a J actually. Just noticed that J there. So maybe there's a pangram still to come. Don't think so though, unless it's in the middle, and that's unlikely, so maybe it's just a normal puzzle from Breadman. Line of people, cold, on edge, rim, crim, electrical device, wanting electrical device. Line of people is a row, crow, core, electrical device. Whoa. Heave into narrow sled, suitcases, holdalls, etc. Lug. Luggage. I mean, it's luggage, but I don't know why it's luggage. I think heave is to lug. Is it? Narrow sled. Luge. Okay, luge with gag. Heave. Oh, that kind of gag. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting clue. Chopper used for taking holiday in Chroma's outskirts. So, C, taking holiday, lever, leave, cleaver. Fair enough. Okay, in motor racing, a burst overcome initially, acting altogether. In motor racing, F1, a burst overcome initially, a BO, acting initially, acting altogether in a group as a in motor racing. What's as a in motor racing? I mean, motor racing is F1, isn't it? But I don't know what if that was F. What would that be? F4. Okay. Heard enjoyable rock. What? Okay, so I assume that's a sound like of the word for enjoyable, and a word that means rock as a kind of double def. Now, what that is? Well, it's not double def. It's just a heard enjoyable. My list of rocks is a bit lacking at this moment in my head. I've got granite, marble, rock. Of course, rock could be like pop-tastic or something, or dancing or something. Could even be to sway. Oh, so there's a few possibles there. Georgia, fine. Feminine English bloomer, that can't be right. Georgia, GA, fine. Oh yeah, gaff, bloomer, that kind of bloomer. Yeah, it's a made-up bloomer. Auntie's Bloomers was a TV show, wasn't it, of TV gaffs. Shocking weapon, seaman hides somewhere peripherally, so that... Is that a shocking weapon, seaman hides somewhere peripherally? Taser. Ah, very good. Yeah, so SE from somewhere peripherally, and seaman is a tar. Okay, well, you know, it's not too bad. It's kind of okay. What's this? Exotic mineral. Travelling out of this world. That doesn't have to be an M and A, does it? That's the only. I need to have a look at, yeah, so I'm looking at the crosses again. Exotic mineral. I mean, you'd think that's something ing, out of this world, ing, but maybe not. exotic mineral found by steadfast traveller out of this world. Normally that's sort of like a meteorite, asteroid, but I can't. Comet. What's that again? Comb. Comb is to search. It's to I don't know. Don't know what else it is, unless that's the T down there. Let's have a look at that one. Kentish chap grabs minute portion, so I think there's going to be an M in there somewhere. Chap is a man. What's a T? I don't know what Kentish means. I assume it's someone who comes from Kent, but yeah, wouldn't. There's Charlie. Enter vehicle. Sin. No. I actually don't. Okay, this one here. African Victoria Falls. Okay, Victoria Falls. That's a landmark. Monarch declines. Simple. Acting all together as a in motor racing, a burst. So the A burst overcome initially. There's a lot going on in that clue. I'm not going to think about it for a minute. Disregard false leg. Neglect is a leg. There's a false leg and caught. Okay, in a net. Gosh, caught in fishing gear. Wow. Okay, there's a lot going on in there, but all fair. All fair. Heard. Now, mustn't forget the K possibility here, but okay, down here again. Slippery creature. Let's go with eel there. Lying about earring. Oh gosh, what's an earring? Among salespeople lying about. So is that rep backwards? Reps. Spieler. Reps? Spieler? Is that really a word? Reps. Lying about. Let's see if this will work. I don't think this will work, will it? Line of people. Cold. I mean, cold is C at the top. On edge, which is surely a rim wanting electrical device. I'm going to take that out because I do think it's rubbish at this moment. Line of people is a row. Crowfire. Crowd. Can't be line going in there, as I wanted to just put it in. Line of people is a I suppose that's it, isn't it? It's literally a line of people, which must be a unless C is actually like chill, which can't be, doesn't fit, but maybe. Okay, let's have a look at this one again. Attending pastry chefs regularly failing to cope is what would fit in there? I mean, I'm assuming that CES is correct now. I mean, this lighter isn't particularly feeling positive. I think it is right, but golf course. I mean, if that wasn't lighter, what would that be? Golf course with large signs. Signs in US are L. Golf course. So you've got greens, fairways. You've got St Andrews, Troon, Sunningdale, Augusta, what's his name? Pine Beach? Not Pine Beach, something like that. All of which feels a bit too, once you get past the main golf courses, You're really asking a lot of any normal solver to get that. So golf would make feels like it should be G really. What's this? Yeah, exotic mineral found by steadfast traveller out of this world. So I'm comfortable with remote later on and luggage. So those letters all work there. My word, this is a classic Breadman, you know. And we've got a V, we've got a V and a J. Now, are there going to be any other vowels, difficult letters put in there? Is there a QU in there somewhere to go? If there's a Q in there, and I don't think there's going to be a Q because I can't see where that would go. Can't go there. So what's this? Attending is coming to pastry chefs. I don't know what pastry chefs are. Pastry could be something like a tart, though, couldn't it? But you see, that goes just before chefs regularly, I would think. Pies, pie, pieces. Pieces. Goes to pieces. Goes to pieces. No, not goes. Okay, pies. Attending. Pie. CAS. Good. Failing to cope is attending. Comes to. Falls to pieces. Falls to. Attending is 2, isn't it? Probably, I would think. That must be chopping. Is that chopping? Chopin? Enter vehicle. Hop in, I suppose. Chopin. Hop in. In a. Oh, okay. In motor racing, a bursts. Overcoming initially. Acting altogether. Golly, what's going on there? I mean, it must be. I think it's in a. Something O, something Y. There's not many things will fit there really. Even if I didn't have a clue what I'm aiming towards, words that, apart from Tory, in motor racing. What's that? What is motor racing if it's not F1? If a because Rusty I'm happy with. That was rugby union STY. Missing half of star, so ST, and Y for year. Out of practice is Rusty, so that Y I think has to be right. In a initially acting altogether AAT doesn't really fit into. Fairly happy that Chopin's a composer, Charlie is C, and entering a vehicle, hop in. Seems reasonable. That becomes 2 pieces. Attending. I really feel like light is wrong here. And yet the double F seems to work perfectly for it. So, whoa. Kentish chap grabs minute portion. If the M was there, what would that give me? Attending. Goes to pieces is failing to cope. Going to pieces. Oh, okay. That's simple. Going to pieces. Just get the tense right. Okay. Well, I'm going to put lighter in there because I think that G and that R probably confirm it, and that T for back of mullet with comb. T's. I think it is T's. I just don't know it as a word really. If it is am. It is a fairly unbiffable unbiffable, unguessable kind of set of grids, isn't it, really? Kentish chap, so that'd be a gent. Segment, there. Southeast, oh yeah, south. I kind of had that originally. Southeast, oh, what's this then? Large signs, I mean, is that something to do with Leos? Leo, Libra, signs, those kind of signs. Large is L. In US. Is it literally US? Lotus. Oversized lotus. Large signs. Omens. Locus. Large is L. Signs. In US. What are signs? Golly. Exotic mineral found by steadfast traveller out of this world. Is that an anagram mineral? I wonder. I think it is. I think that's an anagram mineral, which makes it. What have I got? Mineral. Let's just cross off those letters because it'll be easier. Mineral. I've got rid of the M-I-A. So that leaves me L-R-N-E. L. E. Near. Nigh. Nail. Out of this world. Nail. Nair. Nail arm. Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong. There we are. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I love the answer. I'm not sure I like it, but oh, that's a lynx. Golf course is a lynx. Okay. There we are. That's now. Why is it lynx? Signs in US inks. Oh yeah, inks the you ink your thing. I think it has to be T's, but I mean it's one of those things where I'm not going to come back and think my way through that. Okay, what is this? Row? Crow? That's Rioja, isn't it? German agreed to track port. Agreed to track port, so okay, you are going after. So what is that? C something O, something O, something I, something E, slash, something L, something. Yeah. Line of people. Cold on edge. So what's an edge? A rim? Line. Can't be line because line is in there already. Wanting electrical device. So wanting electrical device makes me think I need to put an electrical device in here somewhere. If C is cold, then line of people comes before that, which suggests it has to. That's what I'm trying to get to. In motor racing, that can't be in, can it? If that's the case, in motor racing, in. If a acting altogether. Is a bursts overcome. Bursts overcome makes me think there's an overcome initially. There's an O in motor racing. Heard enjoyable. Rock. I kind of want to put nouse. But I think that's right. Nouse. Enjoyable. KN. Naive. Naif. Enjoyable. So what is this? I don't know my earrings well enough to know. Slippery creature really feels like it ought to be E. Oh, it's a sleeper, isn't it? That's right. I do know my earrings well enough. How did I not? Okay, so eel going backwards. That's where I was going wrong last time. So what's this? Oh golly, some kind of flap, clip, flop, slap. What is that? cookie. I keep wanting a little cookie to fit in there. Line of people wanting electrical device. Some kind of clip. Cold on edge. Yeah, cold on edge is lip, isn't it? So it's just a so a line of people. So a line of people is a crocodile. Crocodile clip. That came up in a thing the other day. I think the Americans call it an alligator clip. So we've just got these last two to wade through, really. Is a crocodile? Okay, a crocodile clip's one of those. Something N, something I, something S. Igneous, rock. I said nouse, it's nice, isn't it? I think that's how you spell nice. Enjoyable. Rock. I think that's nice. So that just leaves this, which I've got no... I don't know. Tell me. I don't know. Well, I don't want you to tell me at this moment, but assuming Chopin is correct, I mean, in motor racing, a bursts initially overcome, acting all together. Well, that Y, what is that Y coming from in this clue? In motor racing, in auto, no, is it a hidden word? Ingeber, no. So within that clue, the only Y I can see, I think, is there. So I don't think that's going to be initially overcome. Would be an O, but it could be acting altogether. Oh, what is going on here? Let's have a see what can go in here first. W. I have to say down clues are not one of my favourite things for alphabet drawing. Hokey, jokey, hokey, okie. I mean, if anything, I would think Chopin's wrong, but just having a look. There's definitely not anagram today. In a cozy, racy. It could be F1. Racy can't be motor racing, can it? Though. Get something like Toby in there, I suppose. Money, Moni. That's a word that really doesn't feel like it wants to have anything. Tory, acting all together. It's a union. Right, I'm gonna stick the video on pause because there's no point in me talking while I try and do this. It might think a bit better. So excuse me for a minute. Okay, a little update of where I'm going on this because I'm not sure. I think in motor racing, and then it says a burst overcome initially. So I think actually we've got the A and the O of a burst overcome. So let's put B there, for that gives us ABO. And then I could just put in A, and then I'm just looking at these two letters here for motor racing. So I think Y, which I can't figure out. And what word that would be? In a boxy. In a body. Oh, body, there you are. Okay, let's go with that. In a body. Completed 2928. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Right, I'm going to go through the clues because that was, as expected from Breadman, that was tough. But at least it wasn't a pangram, so it's fair to say he can make them tough even without pangrams. 2928. In a body. I mean, that's a phrase that shouldn't be in the QC. Right, let's have a look then. We've got, as I said from the beginning, so a flat bottom boat is a lighter. That's the name of a boat that's flat bottomed. And if something's not so heavy, it's lighter. We've got an anaesthetic, so local anaesthetic, and in patella kernel record, so we've got a hidden word backwards, beginning in kernel and getting back into patella. Recall telling us it's backwards, and in telling us it's hidden. Got exotic mineral, which is the first 7 letters of Neil Arm, and then steadfast is strong, and obviously Neil Armstrong, who was the first man to land set foot on the moon, was a traveller out of this world. Kentish is southeast. A chap is a gent, and grabbing M for minute is segment, gives you segment, which is a portion. We've got German agreed is ja, yes in German. Tracking, so coming after a port of Rio, which is leaves a Spanish wine of Rioja. Sorry, I'm just half about to cough there. We've got a composer, Chopin, Charlie, and then enter vehicle, hop in. Individual is one, O-N-E. Keeping a tree, which is a fir tree, and burning is on fire. Heather, so Erica is a name for Heather. I've only learnt it from doing crosswords. My dad's name was Eric, so it's always I'm always mindful of it. Ling is the other word for Heather. Anyway, we've got in charge, I see, during a long period, which is an era. If you disregard something, you neglect it. We've got a false leg, so we've got an anagram of leg, L-E, which gives us the E-G-L. Caught is the C, going in fishing gear. So, N, which is net. So, N-E there, N-E-T, that E there actually, so it's G-L-E there, and C is the false leg caught, going into net. An African landmark is Victoria Falls, so old monarch is Queen Victoria. I think who they were probably named after, if I'm honest, because they were founded in about the 1840s, 1850s by explorers. Not so they didn't exist before. Declines is falls. Rugby is RU. Star missing half is just the ST, and year is Y, which gives you rusty, which is out of practice. I've seen that said a couple of times. Likewise, I've seen sleeper for an earring before, but I've forgotten it totally. So slippery creature is an eel going backwards, and salespeople are reps, and that's all going back. Reps with eel in it to get to sleeper. Golf course is a links, so yet again another thing that comes up occasionally. Large is L, and if you sign a document, you ink it in the US, so not such of an English phrase. Attending is going to, sorry, I'm attending that, I'll be going to it. Pastry is a pie, and chefs regularly is CES, the first, third and fifth letters of chefs, and failing to cope is going to pieces. Comb is to tease. I don't know that as a phrase really, but the wordplay was fairly simple. Back of mullet is T, so the last letter of T, and simplicity is ease. TV's accessory is the remote. We've got a key, which is the E, key E, musical note E. Test is the MOT, what you get on your car. Probing the centre of screen, so centre of screen is RE, so RE, middle letters of that, probing, so they go around. Former is late, as in dead late. Republican is an R, and working is on, to give us later on, which is afterwards. A line of people is a crocodile. Now, I've seen people talk about this before, and it's really like, the only time you ever really think about it is a group of school kids walking from their school to the local park or something. But yeah, crocodile is a line of people. Cold is this C down here, and the edge is the lip. And electrical device, a crocodile clip, I think it's one of those little springy things with very sharp bits that attaches onto things. Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I can't even describe it. But yeah, it's quite a springy little thing, and it would give you a good nip if you got your finger in there. So heave is gag, going into narrow sled, which is a luge. Suitcases, holders, etc. are luggage. Chopper is a cleaver, used for taking holiday. Chopper used. I don't know what that means. Taking holiday is leave, and Chrome's outskirts are the C and the R, so put leave into that. I don't understand what the used is doing. The chopper used. Not sure about the used, but Okay, what have we got here then? In motor racing, the Indy car. Oh, oh golly, well that's a bit. Indianapolis 500, the Indy series car. Wow, okay, you got to be thinking there. A burst overcome is ABO. A burst overcome initially, the initial letters of that. And acting altogether is inner body. Heard enjoyable, so we've got nice, just a sound like of nice, and that is a type of rock. Georgia, GA, fine is F, feminine is F, English is E, and a bloomer in this sense is a gaff, a mistake. And finally, I like this one actually. This is good. Shocking weapon. So taser is something used to stun people. Sorry, scrolling up and down. Semen is a tar. Hiding somewhere peripherally. SE. The peripheral letters of somewhere. Get to taser. So there we go. All done. 29.28. Another one that I'm probably chucking that really shouldn't be a QC category, but yeah, just on a good one for me to step up to the 15 by 15, but that was a bit tough. Wouldn't want to be approaching that as a beginner. But thanks for watching.